Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. All persons having anything to do before the Beverly Cannoni, the Justice of the Superior Court, holding in Dedham within and for the County of Norfolk. Draw near, give your attendance, and you shall be heard. God save the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This court is in session. Please be seated.
Okay, so the first part he said is that you didn't really do any work for the NHL. You didn't really do any work personally for the Department of Defense. That was just what the company does, not what you personally do. Okay.
As a whole, yes, the work that we do, yes. Not you.
He starts by back at the you took credit for shit you didn't do.
Employment, yes.
Wow. That's where
Work
we're
as a
going with
whole,
this?
yes, the work that we do, yes. As I said, I wasn't involved specifically in that project, no.
And you mentioned that you did some stuff for the company.
Is this all you got?
What? Your company worked with the Department of Defense before you got there.
You know what's coming. It's going to be, this is going to be nasty.
You lied and you said that you did this work.
And the fact that Hankey's even going there after Shannon, after the dude lied about having a bachelor's degree.
Really, it's not like you can't work in accident reconstruction without ACTAR certification, right, Shannon Burgess? Not like it really matters.
And you mentioned that you did some stuff for the company, does some things for the NHL.
Stuff and things for the NHL.
And you do litigation, insurance companies.
Yes.
Okay, see what he's doing now? He's planting the seed in the jury's mind that they were hired by Karen's insurance company.
Which is going to actually, I think, backfire in the redirect.
So Alan gets to come back and say, you weren't hired by an insurance company, right?
Yes.
And AJ should be able to get up there and redirect and say, you were not hired by Ms. Reed's insurance company, were you?
Hank Brennan opened a door that Alan Jackson gets to close on redirect that he wasn't otherwise able to close.
It helps the jury get to the truth. Why would you offer to leave it out?
Well, I didn't leave it out.
Wow, Brennan. What's important is helping the jury get to the truth. Yup, that is what's important.
No, but you offered to. You would have if requested. Why did you invite, why did you invite somebody else to interject?
So you see how he interrupted him? He said, excuse me, cutting him off again. Just rude. Like if I'm sitting there, I'm like, ooh, I'm cringing a little bit. And that wasn't the last time this happened during cross.
Again, it's because I didn't want them to get hung up on a statistic that just because we have more pedestrian impacts at night and in bad weather, that this alleged incident happened at night under bad weather, to give it more weight, to weight the evidence more because of that statistic.
His demeanor, like most of the defense witnesses, really good even with that point. Didn't try to buck up. He's giving grace, right? Do it as a witness too. It helps, makes you look better.
Brennan hasn't earned the snark with this witness.
You done? Yes.
If you, again, it's like, bro, that is not it. That is not it.
There are certain times as a lawyer when you can use a remark like that.
Brennan has not earned that snark with this witness.
I'm going to go with the gut instinct for 99% of lawyers is never.
This witness is not snarking at him. This witness is answering his questions completely neutral.
Never do I have enough swag, enough riz, enough credibility with the jury to pull a fucking stunt like that.
Are you done?
You done?
Are you done?
Are you done?
Do you ever heard the terms confirmation bias?
Yes.
Do you know what confirmation bias is generally?
Generally, yes.
Do you think that you suffer from any confirmation bias in this case?
No.
Do you have any close family that supports one side over the other? Not the
we're going after the wife.
One
Here
side
we go.
over the other. The facts of the data, but one side over the other.
Wife is FKR.
Close family?
Yes.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Wife?
My wife?
Why would you ask that question?
Yes.
I can't even believe he even said that. I can't believe he even said that.
Wow. I hope he says, yeah, my wife was harassed relentlessly by trolls on the other side because she apparently was commenting in maybe like a Facebook group that was like for Karen Reed. Oh, this is going to be great.
You better be watching your back real closely throughout the whole rest of this cross.
Look at his face. He's like, you want to come for my wife? You want to come for my wife? Come at me. Come at me. Let's go.
Newsflash to you, Hank. This might be something you've never heard or conceived of before, but a man's wife is a different person. She's actually her own individual.
My brother, whom I love dearly, might have very strong opinions. Does that impact my opinion? Is there any connection that I would even know his opinion because he's close family?
Husbands and wife, they need not be a monolith when it comes to their opinions and thoughts and perspectives.
He just keeps hitting below the belt.
He's so dirty.
You know, to bring out, he actually presented Dr. Wolfe with a printout of his wife's social media posts.
He's about to bring in her. He's so dirty.
This is after the trial had ended. His wife joins the Facebook group, and all the women in there are like oh, Crash Daddy, your husband, you're a lucky lady, all this shit.
That is effed up. I mean, that's not part of our discussion. This is my profession. It's not something that I discuss with my wife and with my family.
This guy is a professional witness with great demeanor.
Especially when you're not allowed to discuss what you're doing.
Answering honestly and trying to focus on what he's there to do.
Dr. Wolfe said, I don't know where my wife stands on this.
And then you didn't have the receipts to back it up, did you? You're going to try to impeach him with somebody else's Facebook?
No, I have not.
He's so dirty. He is so dirty.
And because he's never seen it and didn't have knowledge of it, Judge Cannoni did not let Hank Brennan to go any further.
This Brennan is the guy that gives all lawyers a bad name and why people hate lawyers. Okay.
Did you even go to law school?
Well, again, Dr. Rentschler is going to be addressing the. You're shaking your head.
It's because he's answering the question. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm pissed. This is really frustrating.
So I'm gonna.
I thought this feed froze. I literally thought my feed froze.
Dr. Rentschler is going to be addressing the. You're shaking your head.
So I'm going to let him answer the question first.
Injury component.
Rentschler's going to be addressing. You're shaking your head.
You're shaking your head. Like, it's so obvious, I think, to the people in the courtroom that this is just not how you want to act professionally.
That wasn't the feed. The witness is buffering in real time. You're shaking your head.
Would you want to know the body positioning?
Is irrelevant. Yeah, we dismissed it. We tested it and found it wasn't necessary.
Jackson clamped back with, he gave an answer every single time. She didn't admonish him. Because he's right. He's given an answer every single time.
Oh, so 5 times is good. 5 times the charm.
That, Dr. Wolfe?
No.
I feel like I've answered it the best I can, Your Honor.
Okay, next question.
You don't like that question?
Oh,
You.
Come on. He's so gross.
Okay. When you were doing these video,
Brennan said, you don't like that question? He's answered it again and again and again.
You don't like that question? You don't know? He just answered it like a billion times, and you kept trying to twist it into something else.
Oh, you don't like that question? Immediate objection, immediate sustained, immediate sustained.
Are you referring to the 95th percentile?
yes, I am.
Yes.
So there's a 12-pound arm. Mr. O'Keefe's is 11.86 according to the statistics. You know that, right?
Yes.
You looked it up.
Yes.
You didn't tell us that on direct, though, did you?
I wasn't asked.
I don't believe I was asked that.
No.
It wasn't necessary.
there is a crash test dummy arm.
It was about 10 pounds, yes.
No, it wasn't about 10 pounds. It was less than 10 pounds. Let's be exact. You're a scientist. Let's be as precise as possible when we're talking about data. It was less than
That's
10
ironic,
pounds, wasn't it?
coming from him.
I think according to the spec sheet, I think it's 9.4 pounds total.
How about 9.38? You keep coming up a little bit.
Oh no.
Sustaining that.
2/100th of a pound.
Mark?
The arm that he used was lighter, lighter than John O'Keefe's arm.
Right.
Using the lighter weight arm is the more conservative approach.
And Brennan is blaming him for using a lighter arm.
Because it's not trying to add more weight to break the taillight.
Wouldn't the damage be less under the logic that he's putting forth now?
Whatever they did, it was going to be criticized. Use a heavy arm, don't use a heavy arm. Either way, you did it wrong.
Hank can just make up any facts he wants and make witnesses for the defense try to adopt him. If not, he's trying to make it look like they're lying. So it'll work that way in a real court.
Well, is Dr. Welcher changing? I don't know if, I was relying on what he provided
This
in
isn't
his
on
report.
Dr. Welcher. I'm asking you.
Objection. It is on Dr. Welcher.
No, it's not.
Okay, so jurors, disregard that exchange between counsel. Next question.
Oh, the kids are fighting.
This isn't on Dr. Welcher. Objection, it is on Dr. Welcher. It is not. Nuh-uh. Yeah-huh.
This isn't on Dr. Welcher. This is on Dr. Welcher. All right, children, stop.
I know you are, but what am I?
Don't come at me later and start, oh, well, what if it changes? Well, what if it fucking changes?
I'm
It
going off
changes-
what Dr. Welcher said.
Yeah,
That's your expert.
yeah, yeah.
So if I'm wrong, that means he's wrong.
Yep. And I guess we got to do all this shit again.
Again, I haven't reviewed anything that indicates that there was a different orientation that Dr. Welcher suggested.
You're a scientist, right? You can think.
That was snarky as fuck.
I'm asking you.
You can think, oh my gosh, guys, this is.
I'm asking you.
You can think.
Just a general question. Over here.
What
Change the
an
result.
asshole.
If you bend the
Over
arm-
here, he did the same thing. Over here, over here.
He is so unprofessional.
He's so rude.
And I don't care how skilled you are, how frustrated you are. You're a scientist. You can think, and then says over here, and she says nothing.
He's not been chastised, admonished, nothing whatsoever. Bev has no control over his misbehavior, so he continues to engage in it.
You got the judge in your corner right now.
She just tolerates this.
Well, because he runs roughshod over her, because what you allow continues, and she just allows it. It's like she has no control over this courtroom.
Pretty much just like you see with an indulged child. If you have no boundaries with a child, what do? You get a spoiled, bratty kid. And that's what we're seeing in this courtroom.
Nope,
If you
don't
bend
answer
the
it.
arm,
Don't
would
answer
it
it.
change the result?
Don't answer it.
It could.
Thank you.
Y'all realize how like Inception that is? If you are saying that even this hypothetical that is being posited, that your alternative scenario is a reasonable probability as an alternative to what Dr. Wolfe is presenting, then wouldn't you say that you have failed to present your case as proving something beyond a reasonable doubt? Because you yourself are trying to interject this as a reasonable doubt to his hypothesis? I know that was a weird way of saying it. I don't know if I can artfully clean that up.
I like how he tried to fool the jury by showing just the that one left sleeve of the crash dummy that went flying in the final test.
Pavement's hard.
Pavement hard.
Yes.
How about frozen ground, frozen dirt?
Not that hard.
Is that hard?
Yeah.
I suppose it can be.
Well, do you have any doubt whether frozen ground in the
Science is
Northeast
hard.
in the winter is hard? Hard as a rock?
Not like that.
I haven't done any analysis to assess that.
A lawn with green grass and dead grass on there that provides a big cushion barrier, even if the ground below is frozen.
And so, seeing holes in those clothes
And
is
frozen
what you would
grass is
expect
actually pretty
after
slick.
Randy
It's
hits
not
that
going to
hard
grade
ground,
like that.
right?
We're really going to call him Randy, aren't we? We're just
Look at all the dirt. There was no dirt around those bite marks on the sweatshirt. Can we just point that out?
look at the size of the holes and the I mean,
Are you talking about frozen grass or paved?
I'm talking about Randy right now. These holes in the clothes are what you would expect after Randy hits the hard ground, correct?
I can't do trial 3.
No,
I
hard,
can't
hard,
do it.
ground, hard ground
Can't do
is
it.
not the same as pavement.
All right,
This is
jurors, feel free to
specifically
stand up and
pavement.
stretch.
So he's trying to get him. He's trying to get the jury to think like, oh, okay, so if Officer O'Keefe got hit just like this and he fell on the grass, well, this would cause all that damage. But again,
Frozen grass or pavement. Yeah, a lawn or pavement. It makes a big difference. But Brennan tries to make those things sound like they're the exact same.
we know the difference between tears in clothing, ride-alongs, and puncture wounds.
And then he also showed Rescue Randy. Now, Rescue Randy was when it was the direct impact.
That was not a clip. That was a full impact.
That was a full impact,
That
right?
was a full impact, yeah.
Where the entire Lexus was smashed to smithereens.
And that whole backside is smashed in.
Yeah, a clip is a little piece of you gets hit.
Rescue Randy went flying backwards.
My man, Rescue Randy, needs to go to ER.